What's up, y'all? This is a request from last week by a friend of mine in Mexico City, and he wanted to hear Margarette, which I had not played in many, many years, so I reviewed it this morning. Here goes. How's it going out there? If you're watching, say hey. Let me know who's watching, where you're at, where you're watching from. Also, this isn't a new mic; it's an old mic, but I got it out again to use on my voice, and I don't know how it sounds out there. Hopefully, it's not too crunchy or anything. But if there's any issues with it, let me know. You're kind of like the other side of the sound check here. But yeah, let me know what's up. If you want to hear anything in particular, let me know in the comments. If you go to chrisrowley.com/list, there is a list, as one would expect at a site called List, of all the songs, or many of the songs I know, covers, originals. And so, yeah, you can pick from that list, or, if it's something I don't really know, I'm happy to make a fool of myself and try it out. That was my own song that I just played, and I made a fool of myself about 4 times at least, because I hadn't played it in maybe, 5 years. So, let's see, what am I going to do? Let's do a cover song. It's a little bit of a thing. What's up, Sue? I'll see what you say in a second. Right now it's just tiny font. Burning down the house. Oh, well, you might need a raincoat. Shake down. Trees walking in broad daylight. 365 degrees, burning down the house. Once upon a place, sometimes I listen to myself. Gonna come in this place. People on their way to work, and maybe what do you expect? Gonna burst into play. All right. It's the first time I've ever done that. Which is why I had the lyrics on this trusty iPad here. Okay, let me see what people are saying. Who's here? If you're here, tell me. Let me know. All right, let's see. Sue, you're saying, hi, Chris. Proper hot here. Here being the UK. But only for a day or two. Then it's back to being quite cool. All right, well, it's good. I'm glad. Enjoy the heat while it's here. In Maine, it's getting warmer. You may have seen, I don't know if anyone saw the thumbnail I made for this live stream. I'm like in this fox fur coat my mom had in the, I don't know, 60s or 70s or something. And then she gave it to my wife, and I stole it to take a picture. Because as it's finally getting hot here in Maine, which we wait for like 8 months out of the year, we wait for the heat, and then it arrives, and then two things happen that make me immediately miss winter. First is that the way that the heat kind of gets trapped in my house here is that, well, heat rises, and then I'm in my office upstairs, and so on hot days, this room gets super warm, and then I'm playing, and I sweat a bunch, and I probably sweat a bunch anyways, but it's really bad once it gets warm, so the AC has to go in, and then I put the AC on, and I'm too cold, and thus the fur coat picture. The other thing that happens is, like, after darkness and cold and all that, and the bad moods associated with those climates, it suddenly gets nice out, and I'm like, oh, the sunshine, and it feels like the birds are singing and the plants are stretching, and it's like so beautiful, and I go outside and immediately get hit by this cloud of pollen that sends me back inside, which feels like a first world problem for one, but also really unfair. It's like in Maine, we just really need the spring and sunshine, and as soon as it arrives, I'm miserable for like 3 weeks. It's not terrible. I can deal with it. But anyways, okay, I'll stop complaining. Hello there. Good to see you. Yay, so glad I got to join today. Yeah, last week I forget if I sent an email. Like sometimes I schedule the emails in advance, and I forget if I sent one or scheduled one saying I'm going live, and then I didn't because it was my daughter's school break, and we decided earlier in the week to go to the beach that day, and it was awesome. We went to this place called Morse Mountain, or the Morse Mountain Trail, which is owned by Bates College here in Maine, and it's this sort of nature preserve. So you hike kind of, it's not much of a mountain, it's a hill, but you hike through this beautiful scenery, and then you get to this beach, and because it's maybe a 2 or 3 mile hike to get there, there's very few people there, so it's kind of like having a private beach at the end of the hike. Anyways, we did that, which is why I didn't go live, so here we are today. Hey, Chris, good to see you. Hey, Chris. So I take it that you didn't go to a Maine beach for Sesame spring break. No, we did. At first, maybe it was the coast. I don't know if there's like different plants, different trees on the coast. My allergies were okay that day. The sea breeze, maybe. Americans come over here and moan about no AC, not realizing we only need it for about 5 days per year. Yeah. All right. Well, so what do you do on those 5 days? Do you go to a river? What do English people do to cool off when they don't have AC? Okay. What do you want to hear? I've got. I played the 2 songs I had in mind. Oh, AC. No, Lauren, don't worry. I don't have the AC on today. I didn't need it. AC, DC. Sweat it out. Okay. Yeah, so what do you want to hear? Could do this. lyrics are just not my thing today.
Rock on, gold dust woman. Take your silver spoon and dig your grave. Heartless challenge, pick their path and I pray. Wake up in the morning to see your sunrise. Loves to go down, go down. Lousy lovers pick their prey, but they'll never cry out loud, cry out. Did she make you cry, make you break down, shatter your illusions of love? Is it over now? Do you know how? Pick up the pieces and go home. Go home. Rock on, ancient queen. Follow those who pain in your shadows. Rulers make bad lovers. Better put your kingdom of the sale. Did she make you cry, make you break down, shatter your illusions of love? Is it over now? Do you know how to pick up the pieces and go home? Did she make you cry, make you break down, shatter your illusions of love? Now, honey, is it over now? Do you know how? Pick up the pieces, pick up the pieces and go home, go home, go
All right. Time to tune again. So one thing about that song, I play that one kind of a lot on this live stream, but we also, this trio I have with my friends Jeff and Sorsha, we were practicing last night, and Jeff wanted to play that song, so we did. And Sorsha is this incredible musician who is, the drums are somewhat new to her, but she's great. She's like very tasteful, plays kind of a small drum kit, and then at the same time sings, does lots of harmonies. So in this song, she was playing fiddle, fiddle like this, kick drum, hi-hat with her feet, and singing harmony, and it was like a feat to behold in terms of mental acuity. I can't even just play the drums, let alone add two other things to it. Anyway, so after we went through the song, and this was the first time we'd done it that way, and it was great. Jeff was just like, "You're gonna live forever," because her brain. She's getting her brain reps in. I hear little. Tss. Oh, here we go. Try that. See if it cuts out that frequency. Okay, let's see. If you haven't played it in a while, oh my God, that song. You know what? I'll have to take that. Wow, that's a request from 7,000 years ago. Holy. Yeah, I'll do that, but not now. How about this? If you tune in next week, I will dust that one off, because I could probably play it on guitar somewhat, but there's a lot of chords in the bridge that I won't quite remember. That, if anyone doesn't know, that's a song of mine from 2000, an album that came out in 2009, I think. It's one of a handful of songs that where the form of the song is a palindrome. So it's kind of like a little intro motif, or what musicians sometimes call like a vamp or whatever. So it's got this motif, a verse, motif, a verse, a very long bridge, motif, verse, motif, verse, motif, something like that. So basically the shape is kind of like a mirror. And I had a few songs on the album that were like that, with these shorter verses and this really long bridge in the middle. And that reminded me of haikus, with the 5/7/5 format. Anyways, so I ended up naming the album after that. Called it Movie Theater Haiku. Katy Perry. All right, I'll do Katy Perry, Space Cadet. Yeah. Okay, fantastic. You think I'm pretty. There we go. I do want to tune first, though, if I may. If you'll allow me the professionalism of tuning in front of you and wasting your time. And while I do, please, if you're watching, say hey. Let me know where you're watching from. As always, people are making requests. You can make requests. A lot of the tunes I know are on a list at chrisrobley.com/list. And I was trying to remember the other morning without Googling it. What's the apple cider vinegar brand that Katy Perry owns? Don't Google it. The only people who can comment with the answer are ones who have it in their brain readily available. Katy Perry has become, it seems, in the past year, like even prior to the space mission. Can you call it a space mission when they're in space for like 5 minutes? I mean, I guess that, yes, it's still a mission. There's still lots of serious things happening and a lot of risk. Anyways, it seems like she's been kind of like the butt of everyone's jokes, even prior to that, because she had this album that kind of flopped. Was it last summer? It was sometime within the last 2 years. And then everyone in the music industry wants to like shit on her as being this person who's really out of touch, and like that's why her album flopped, and you know, she went about it all wrong. She went about the promotion all wrong. And I actually don't know enough to comment. Maybe she did. Oh, one moment. Okay, let me see what people are saying while I tune up here. I like deep cuts. What can I say? That is a deep cut. It wasn't a deep cut in 2009 or whatever. Whenever I put that album out, it was a fresh cut. Hey, Mike and or Dawn. Yay, caught you live, my lunchtime music. Nice, thanks. You also do such a fantastic and generous job sharing these. Thank you for that. So yeah, if people want to help this live stream stay a thing and grow, comment, like, subscribe, follow, notification bell. What else? Sharing is caring, as they say. New York. All right. State or city? Minneapolis. Oh, wait. I think that's it. I think it's Bragg's, isn't it? I think didn't she and her husband, Orlando Bloom, isn't that her husband? Didn't they buy Bragg's? I might just be making something up now. There's a term I learned yesterday for intentionally inventing falsehoods on the internet for the purposes of controlling the narrative or diverting the narrative to a new place besides what's the existing conversation. It's not astroturfing necessarily. It is astroturfing that you use in order to do this other action, which is to intentionally plant a false story. Anyways, maybe I'm doing that. State, rolling, lush area, Hudson Valley. Very nice. What was I gonna do? I had a. Oh yeah, Katy Perry. How could I forget? What's up, Mike? Hello to PDX. Breakfast music. Got a coffee going?
Without any makeup on, you're thinking funny. When I tell the punchline wrong, I know you get me. So I let my walls come down, down. Before you met me, I was alright, but things were kinda heavy. You brought me to life now. Every February, you'll be my Valentine, Valentine. Let's go all the way tonight. No regrets, just love. We can dance until we die. You and I will be young forever. You make me feel like I'm living a teenage dream. The way you turn me on, I can't sleep. Let's take a chance and don't ever look back. Don't ever look back. My heart stops when you look at me. Just one touch. Now baby, I believe this is real. Let's run away and don't ever look back. Don't ever look back. Drove to Katy, and get drunk on the beach. Got a motel, built a fort out of sheets. I finally find you, my missing puzzle piece. I'm complete. Let's go all the way tonight. No regrets, just love. We can dance until we die. You and I will be young forever. You make me feel like I'm living a teenage dream. The way you turn me on, I can't sleep. Let's take a chance and don't ever look back. Don't ever look back. My heart stops when you look at me. Just one touch. Now baby, I believe this is real. Let's run away and don't ever look back. Don't ever look back. Gonna get your heart racing. My skin tight jeans be a teenage dream tonight. Let you put your hands on me. My skin tight jeans be a teenage dream tonight. Tonight, 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 tonight. Yeah, make me feel like baby, I believe this is real. Let's run away and don't ever look back, don't ever look. I'm gonna get your heart racing in my skin tight jeans. Be a teenage dream tonight. Let you put your hands on me in my skin tight jeans. Be a teenage dream tonight, 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 tonight. Meet me at the wrecking ball, wear something pretty and white. We'll go dancing tonight. Meet me at the wrecking ball, wear something pretty and white. We'll go dancing tonight. I'm gonna get your heart racing in my skin tight jeans. Be your teenage dream tonight. Let you put your hands on me in my skin tight jeans. Be your teenage dream tonight.
All right. A middle-aged man singing Katy Perry's Teenage Dream. There it was. Hello. Well, you made it. And you're on Facebook. I can tell by the logo that you're on Facebook. LOL. All right, so that was Katy Perry. I feel like I have to follow that up with something that's not by Katy Perry. That's maybe something by me. Which could be what? Which could be Paper Angels? Anyone want to hear Paper Angels? I'm amenable to redirection, but you only have about 12 seconds to tell me because there's a slight delay on the comments. So if you comment in 10 seconds, I might not see it in time. Okay, let's see.
Danny, all those little dioramas you would make, the suns would never set, the waves would never break. Above the mission, with a bell that never rings, yeah. Paper angels, paper wings. There's traffic on the hill and far on the ridge. Golden light upon the bay beneath the bridge. It's got that feeling of a song you'll never sing. Yeah, paper angels, paper wings. The quiet current hums in almost everyone. Some barely hear it, but they feel it when it's gone. There's a place where sea and bay are both the same. Knew that feeling, friend, but I never knew its name. Once you learn to turn your hungry eyes up to the sky, well, heaven help us, you assumed that you could fly. Of course you couldn't, but it never lost its sting. Yeah, paper angels, paper wings. you, the spotlight and a cage are both the same. So there you dangle like a puppet on some string. Yeah, paper angels, paper wings. There are things that you can't see about yourself, and they're like secrets only someone else can tell. The way at night you leave the lights on in the house, the people passing by seeing you can't see out. There's traffic on the hill and fog upon the ridge, golden light upon the bay beneath the bridge. River turns to ocean, winter turns to spring. Yeah, paper angels, paper wings. So this is sunrise, and all that it'll bring. Paper angels, paper wings. Paper angels, paper wings. Paper angels, paper wings.
All right. Thank you. I can just hear thunderous applause. That's why I'm saying thank you. It's one of those weird habits of performing live. You say thank you a lot. So then you start saying it all the time, and then I just finished a song, and I can't tell what you thought of it. You might have gone to the bathroom for all I know. But I'm like, thank you. Final chord, thank you. Weird habit. Anyways, but thank you. Whether you clapped or not, thanks for being here. Let me see what people are saying here. Holy what? Wow. Wow. You are coming here with the deep cuts. The catalog tracks. Okay, you know what? It is holy shit, it's the 20th. It's the 20th anniversary of that album that's on. I know I don't look a day over 13, but wow. Okay, so you know what I should do? I should do a whole live stream for my debut solo record, which came out 20 years ago. And that'll be on it. All right, I don't know when, if that'll be next week or the week after that. I'll try to, I can't remember what month it came out in. Hopefully I didn't miss the actual thing. But anyways, that's a good idea. Okay, thank you for the idea. I'll do that soonish. Erica, what's up, Erica? Nice to see you. And let's see, great stuff. Hey, Joseph Kelly, good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you. Thank you. You are the best singing bunny. You make everyone hopping at the cage soon. Yeah, so, okay, the cage is a venue in town that I'm playing tomorrow night. And the bunny reference is because you may have seen pictures of me on social media dressed as a bunny for Easter. A very terrifying furry bunny. And actually, you know what? If you've ever seen the music video for my song, what's the song called? Love is a 4-letter word. I'm in that costume. And it came back out a couple weeks ago for Easter. Let's see. Lovely. Thank you. Thanks, Sue. Hey, you never answered did you answer the question of what people in England do on those 5 or 6 hot days where it's intolerable? So probably, yeah, I could program it to do that. Is that a suggestion? Because is it overly dense in places where it's catching a split second of the wrong chord or something? Maybe you're just curious, and that's not a veiled critique. It would be helpful, though, on certain songs to not have the full thing going on. Damn, the audio sounds pretty good. That's what we aim for here. Pretty good. Lunch Songs Live, our quality assurance is pretty good. The songs, pretty good. Cover song choices, pretty good. Singer, pitchy in places, but, pretty good. Banter? Pretty good. Thank you, though. Okay, clappy, clappy. It is. That's when I first saw you, 20 years ago. It was 20 years ago today. Chris Robley's debut record came to play. Let's see. Archive. I'd have to change the key lower to sing most of them. Wait, archive. You'd have to change the key to sing lower to sing most of them. What am I not getting? Archive. Oh, like dipping into the archive of your old songs, like you'd have to sing them lower. Yeah. I haven't reached that point yet, but, I know it's coming. Can't forestall the inevitable forever. Otherwise, it wouldn't be inevitable. Coffee and music. All right, breakfast time in PDX. Yes. Wait a minute. Oh, sweat it out. You did. Okay. You totally did answer it. That's your method. I thought you were talking about me, like just stop complaining about the AC and just sweat it out. But that's what you do. Okay. Yeah. We've shared methods then. I mean, because I don't have an AC in my bedroom at night. So sometimes those nights are not amazing. Sweat it out. Do you use StreamYard or other? Yeah. So lately, the past 6 months, I've been using StreamYard. For a couple reasons. I used to use OBS Studio, and I would do, what would I use? Recast or Restream, something like that. And I felt like it was too many components. I was staging the broadcast in OBS with the cameras coming in and my audio stuff going in and kind of producing it there. And then that would go to whatever, Restream or Recast or whatever it's called. And then there'd be this separate window or app for the comments, which could be combined from YouTube and Facebook and whatever else. I think I was going live on Periscope at the time. Remember that? Does anyone remember Periscope? But it was just like, for what I'm doing, which is just like a dude with a guitar, I felt like it when I started streaming again. It felt like a bit of overkill, and I just wanted it to be simple, and StreamYard is simple. There's like a few trade-offs. I don't know if this is true. I don't feel like the audio quality is quite as good as it used to be when I was using OBS and Restream. But it's like almost there. I don't know. There's a few other things. But yes, long-winded answer. Yes, I use Restream. Old songs. Old songs sound so low when Elton John sings them 3 keys below. Sounds great. Many streams that use it sound a little warbly at times. Yeah, okay, so do you notice that on this? If you do, and if it's very noticeable, I might just make the upgrade and go back to OBS and whatever the modern equivalent is. Also, one other thing I'm realizing is when I used to go live a lot pre-pandemic, I plugged my internet into my computer, like into the router. And now I'm just using Wi-Fi because it's just like, it's a pain in the ass. I wanted to make it streamlined. No warbly. No warbly at Chris Robley. Sweet. Okay. I think I'm losing people talking about streaming technology. Let's play a song. What do you want to hear? Let's see what I want to play. Oh, I'll do
driver who is crying while they prying from his seat. But love can be the cliff that's hidden just beyond the curve. Love is a four-letter word. be as cutting as any curse you've heard. Love's a four-letter word. Love can lead the soul to fear, set the spirit free, but chain us to a version of the person we can be. Love can make us rise towards a promise it is stirred. Just think of all the debt that you've incurred in the war between what we praise and serve. Francis prayed and mercifully was given what he needs, an endless burning mystery upon which his hunger feeds. But the bear must share the blame with the trap to which it's lured. Love is a four-letter word. Coal that's burning brightly in the furnace of our hearts will be a heap of dust and ash once the heat departs. Smoke is just the ghost of that to which the smoke refers. Love is a four-letter word. One man's love could build a road, another builds a wall, or raise a line that then defines who gets saved or falls. But into every paradise will slip one saboteur who will pay them back for all that we've endured. In the war between what we praise and serve. Some say love is chemical reactions in the brain. Some say laws of opposite attraction could explain why when some folks say a thing, the flip side's inferred. Love is a four-letter word. I've heard that love is a four-letter word. Now I'm sure that love is a four-letter word.
All right, that was the original tune of mine called Love is a Four-Letter Word that shares a title with a Bob Dylan song. But you can't copyright titles. Also, I didn't knowingly steal it from him if I stole it at all. I didn't know there was a Dylan song called that because I don't think he recorded it. He gave it to Joan Baez, and I had never heard it. So that's my excuse. Anyways, that's also the song I was talking about where I did the music video with the bunny costume. Terrifying Easter bunny, which is a lot of fun. You could go check that out on, YouTube after, in 10 minutes when this broadcast is over. Let's see what folks are saying. You're in England. Yes, Sue is in England. That Sue saying, yes, that's where I was born and live. There's at least two. The horrendous surname belongs to my Polish husband. I'm guessing you love the husband, just hate the name. It's funny. Who was actually born in Nottingham, UK. All right. Speaking of Nottingham, that's like in the middle-ish, right? But not quite to York. Is that right? Because Stuart is another person in the UK who tunes in a lot, and I feel like he's in, what do you call it, Yorkshire? That old Viking area. Funny, mine is from my Italian hubby. Erica, I'm impressed with the sound quality. Okay, that's good to hear. Thanks. Also, Erica, did your profile picture switch in the last, I don't know, 10 minutes? Did you tune in? Oh my God, you were on Facebook at first, and now you're on YouTube. Well played. Hey, Emily, how's it going? Good to see you. Sounds great, thank you. Emily, you got any gigs? What's going on in your world? I love Italy. I've never been. Been to Greece, which was like the proto-Italy, right? I'm sure no one would be offended by my sweeping civilizational generalization right there. You can't copyright song titles. Well, you can't. Can't copyright song titles. But he's an all-American boy, just Italian roots. We met in Cali. He was in New York. Hitchhiker. Okay. Yes, it had a famous... the Nottingham? He's a really nice guy, wasn't he? Very even-handed in how he distributed justice on behalf of the king. And that needed no correcting by the local population. Who lived in the woods, didn't they? You know, speaking of that, okay, I'm going to just go on like a 30-second more tangent about English history. I recently, like within the past couple of years, learned about Hereford, the Wake. Hereford, the guy who put up a rebellion against the Norman invasion and basically lived kind of in a swamp and was a kind of proto-Robin Hood figure. Like, perhaps some of the Robin Hood legend was based on this dude. Is that true? Sue, you can tell me. Just learned about him, so I might be spouting nonsense. You moved. You made the right choice, Erica. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna do maybe one more guitar tune and then end on a keyboard song. What did I just do? I did an original, right? So, I think I'll do this one. This is a song I like to play when I'm on tour and I'm missing home. And it's a song I sang kind of as a lullaby to my daughter when she was like a baby and a toddler. And actually, like a week or two ago, a photo popped up in my memories of my very first gig with her. And it was here in Maine, and she had my wife. She was tiny. My daughter was, I don't even know, like a year and a half, 2 years old maybe. So my wife brought her on stage and held her up to the mic. And she would sing kind of like the refrains of this song. And then on the bridge, I like to run through the jungle, hear the lions. And then she'd go, roar, go back in time and meet her. And then she'd say, dinosaur. She'd do like call and answer kind of thing. It was fun. And I posted about it for a few reasons. It was the, 10th year anniversary of my first gig with her, of which there have been a lot since. And as she's gotten older, she's 12 now, they've increasingly become her gigs more than mine. She's just a great ear, great singer. She's learning how to play piano and guitar and fiddle and stuff. So anyways, I'll play this because when I was on tour, especially when she was real little, it would remind me of home. Oh, I'd like to visit the moon. You might know it from Sesame Street. Ernie sings it. Oh, I'd like to visit the moon. Yes, I'd like to visit the moon. What the hell's the next? Oh my God, I'm going to have to retitle this broadcast. 25 Forgotten Lyrics. Oh, I'd like to visit the moon. But, shit. Hold on, give me 10 seconds. There it is. Well, I'd like to visit the moon on a rocket ship high in the air. Yes, I'd like to visit the moon, but I don't think I'd like to live there. Though I'd like to look down at the earth from above, I would miss all the places and the people I love.
So although I might like it for one afternoon, I don't want to live on the moon. I'd like to travel under the sea. I could meet all the fish everywhere. Yes, I'd travel under the sea, but I don't think I'd like to live there. I might stay for a day there if I had my wish, but there's not much to do when your friends are all fish, and an oyster and clam aren't real family. So I don't want to live in the sea. I like to run through the jungle, hear the lions roar, go back in time and meet a dinosaur. There's so many strange places that I'd like to be, but none of them permanently. So if I should visit the moon, I'd dance on a moonbeam, and then I would make a wish on a star, and I'd wish I was home once again. Though I'd like to look down at the earth from above, I would miss all the places and the people I love. So although I must go, I'll be coming home soon. 'Cause I don't want to live on the moon. No, I don't want to live on the moon.
All right. You know, I don't know who wrote that song, but one of the many amazing songwriters who they employed for The Muppet Show and Sesame Street. There were some serious heavy hitters. I'm going to play a piano track to close it out. First, I'll just see what everyone's saying. And before I read that, I appreciate y'all tuning in and watching. Famous Sheriff, we got that. You moved to YouTube, yes. Never been in England. Where would you encourage people to visit in England? I've been in Italy a couple times. Okay, Sue, you're being called upon to be a travel guide. Let's see if you answered. I'm on a train in Scotland. Brain Buzz. Sounds so good. I also can't remember lyrics for life of me. What's up, Jerk Rabbit? It's good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. Normally I'm pretty good with lyrics. Like, I don't know, on an hour live stream I might botch one, but this has been a day. I drove my daughter to school this morning, and it's her very first track meet. And she said, like, I don't know what I'm doing. I've never, like, started a race at the starting block before. What if I make a fool of myself? And then we had the conversation about, like, you might, but that's okay. Like, you won't make a fool of yourself because you've never done this before. And if people don't try new things, then, you know, it was better than how I'm summarizing it for you. It was more responsible advice about it being totally okay and expected to fail, particularly when you're new at things. And so here I am on a live stream. I've done probably hundreds of live streams at this point, and I couldn't remember a single damn song's lyric today. How romantic. Train transaction. Cool theme for a song. Your voice is like butter. Thank you. Cool. I agree. I'm bad with lyrics. I watch my husband's lips. He's a walking lyric dictionary. Have you considered writing music for Sesame Street? Craig, I haven't. Would they let me? I write songs that are kind of about the worst of humanity a lot of the time. I'm not sure it's my milieu. Let's see. You know, Sue, did you ever give travel advice? Hey, Rachel Behringer, how's it going? We've got like a whole former team contingent going here with Erica, Mr. Jerk Rabbit, and Rachel. Let's see. What was I going to do? I was going to do a song. This is let's see how I can do this, because I've only got the one camera set up today, and I need to like lean down. Let's see if I can do this responsibly. Da da da. Da 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 ba ba. Let's see. Gosh, so many places in the UK to see. London, obviously, in the Lake District. I love the Gower in Wales. The only place I've been, two places I've been in England were London and Oxford, and I loved both of them. I feel like you could go to London and stay there for 2 weeks and not see anything else in the country and still have plenty to do, but you could write for Oscars. Yes! There you go. Okay. I like this. Okay. What's up, team? Oscar is cynical and snuffy as sad, so you got it locked. Awesome. All right. Can you get me a job? You know anyone at Sesame Street Inc.? Okay, so we'll see. I'm like hunched over at the piano. I'm leaning up for the mic. This is terrible ergonomics. We'll see how it goes. That was the worst posture for a song. Little dinosaur arms. God, I gotta fix that for next time. Let's see. Let's see what people are saying, and then I gotta go. Cool, thanks, Sue. A place we might go. This is such a nice companion to my taco salad. Nice. I've always wanted to accompany a taco salad. Thank you. Thanks for tuning in and spending your... I guess this is... you know what? This is a weird false association, but because of how we know each other, there's a sort of like, oh, you're in Portland, Oregon. I know you're not. I know you're in the Midwest. But for a second, I was like, you're having taco salad for breakfast? Which would also be good. Oh, yes, I love Oxford. It's close to us. We're about equal distance from Oxford, London, and Cambridge. We go punting, Finn, Oxford, or a day out, take a picnic. Punting down the lazy river. Also, in Oxford, you will come upon the greatest band that has ever existed in all of music history. I don't mean Radiohead. I mean The Smile. If you're thinking of coming to the UK, you should contact me. I can give you plenty of info. Sue, I think you're aiming this at Mike and Dawn, right? But I can attest that Sue is a very helpful travel guide. I even received a map with penciled in locations and a little bit of history from Sue about lots of cool stuff in her area. So that's my testimonial for Sue's free service. Let's see. Punting Finn. My husband would like to see Cambridge. Yes, of course. Thanks, Chris. Thank you, Chris. I'm going to go eat my own lunch, and I appreciate all of you tuning in. Thanks so much. And I'll be here next week. Let's see, I have a couple homework assignments. Let me review. I have to do My Life in Film Festivals, the song. And then because I also had a request for another deep, deep track from like 20 years ago from my first solo album, Wondrous Withering of Days. That's not the album. That's the track that was requested. I decided I should do a tribute to an anniversary show for that album since it's been 20 years. Where does the time go? So maybe that'll be my homework for the next couple weeks, and I hope you'll tune in. Thanks for being here. See you soon. Let me play the outro.